Avital explaining the evaluation based on the judges' criteria for the upcoming table topics contest. And so it's very familiar because I love how we're actually using the criteria every speech we give evaluations for. So that's actually a big plus. Not every club has that advantage. So I actually like that. We're already familiar with it. I'm going to explain the numbers. The first criteria is speech development. So is there a beginning, a middle, and an end? And for the contest, it's 30%, 0 to 30. From was there any development, or was there a lot of development? And Avital had a nice development, especially for table topics. I don't know what I just saw the topic. And she started 2 ideas, and then she switched it. So that's a nice twist to a development, and that's something we can all use in our table topics. We can't always think of a full structure like a prepared speech, but we can have that change of 1, 2 ideas, and then a switch. I really like that. Effectiveness, was it logical? Could we follow what you're doing? And definitely, you could say, here's my point, she said another point, and then she switched it over, and it was clear the ideas. I like the example of the robot. I like the idea how you switch it around, and I think that's something we could follow. And effectiveness is 0 to 25. 25% of the judging is by effectiveness. Physical, which is body language and the speaking area. So it's something I also, as you can see, I'm standing right here the whole time, and I'm not moving, which means I need to really work on how I move it around. If I was more comfortable with what we're doing, I could say, hi, how's it going? Look around this way, move around, not be so dependent on my little, 2 amos box. So that's a little more comfortable. So that's something also that Avital could work on. But on the other hand, though, I love to have hand movements. So sometimes we're afraid it's just like, oh my gosh. I hope nobody sees my hands. It's like pockets are good. Wear a coat with big pockets, and then you won't have to worry about that. No, but actually, Avital had nice hand movements, and they flowed with what she was saying, so that was excellent. Appropriateness to the speech purpose. This is something where in table topics you have a lot of flexibility, especially the nice table topics we had today, because they can be almost anything. You have a word, it's a launching point. Sometimes, though, we will get table topics that are more a question or a harder question to answer, and in that case, you have to work on it more. But definitely, you answered the question, especially because it was an open question that you could turn into whatever you wanted to, almost. And that's 10 points, so 0 to 10. And correctness, 5 points. Correctness is actually Avital's expertise, because she has great grammar and spoken language, which is something I'm trying to work on because my English has gotten really lousy after college. But as you can see, it's 5 points, so also don't worry if English is your second language or you just have no excuse because you're from Southern California and you they just don't know how to talk whatever. That's something we all work on, Toastmasters, especially me. But Avital had excellent correctness of speech and grammar and poise. Overall, I love your table topics, and thank you so much also for being the guinea pig, for example, for letting us do this evaluation, and all the best.